Hey, welcome to the second video log brought to you by Dog of Thunder from the blog of thunder.blogspot.com, a site I will keep pimping out on every internet forum that I have access to until I have more than 10 followers. I'm not aiming the bar really high here. I just want to be over 10. For now. Now, to help me in my quest to get more followers and more people actually checking the blog out, I have restarted my Odyssey, my grand quest, my life's purpose. That's right. The completion of this game. It's going to take me forever. I know this. You know this. And all the employees at GameStop know this as well. Because this is actually the third copy of this game I have had to buy. My first copy ended up dying when I played it way too much, and it just got a hole burned into it. See, you can't install Dead or Alive Extreme 2 to the 360's hard drive. The reason for this is because if you could install it to the hard drive, it would allow hackers to more easily edit the game. The fear of this is a nudity patch. Why? If you could see the swimsuit some of the characters are wearing in that game, you too would ask yourself, why are they concerned over a nudity patch? There's a swimsuit in there, the Venus, which is just two pieces of gold dental floss held on by double-sided tape. And yet, I can't install this to my hard drive. I have to kill my 360 every time I play this game because they're in fear of a nudity patch. Thanks. Jerks. I did buy another game when I was at GameStop, though. Project Slipheed, Arc of Deception. You can tell how much I've played this game because I had to actually look up what the subtitle was. I haven't played it at all. Plan to, though. It's a space combat game with really hard achievements that almost no one has played, so therefore I have to play it. It was also done by Square, a fact that I didn't even really realize until I bought the game, and I've been staring at that box art for the better part of a week. Now, Square, when it's not a Final Fantasy game, I really don't trust them. Their track record isn't all that great. One can argue that even with Final Fantasy, their track record isn't all that great. I mean, they did give us Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy X2, and well, Final Fantasy 3 really wasn't all that great either, but you haven't played it, so I don't know why I'm going to complain about it. Speaking of stuff to complain about, though, on the blog last week I put up a review of Guilty Gear 2, game I had talked about last week in the video blog. This week, though, I don't want to talk about the game itself. Instead, I want to talk about the instruction manual for Guilty Gear 2. Why? Because this thing has a table of contents, it has an index, page numbers on the bottom. There is 60 pages to this instruction manual. You don't get instruction manuals like this anymore. This is perhaps the best part about the game. They actually detail for you all these cool moves that you're never going to use. All these unit types that you're also never going to use. And they even break down each character with special moves, which, again, you're not going to use, and you're not going to know how you did them whenever you actually pull them off. I don't really know why they bothered, but this manual has higher production values than the game itself. And to show that Battle Fantasia really did have some marketing, on the back of the Guilty Gear 2 manual is the only ad for Battle Fantasia I could find anywhere. And I looked on Wikipedia. Alright, enough about Guilty Gear 2 though. You can go to theblogofthunder.blogspot.com and read the review. This week I'm going to be reposting my review of Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Another game that I bought, but no one really cares about that game. Mortal Kombat hasn't been relevant since, I don't know, since the second movie. I mean, the first movie was decent for what it was. The second movie was just horrible. Speaking of horrible movies, as I make that segue about as subtle as Avatar was, I saw Daybreakers on Saturday, one day after it came out. Why? Because I was bored. The movie stars Ethan Hawke, Sam Neill, and William Dafoe in a glorious, scene-stealing performance. All the best lines, William Dafoe's. I'll just say that right now. Ethan Hawke, I can't remember the last good movie Ethan Hawke was in. Sadly, for Sam Neill, I also can't remember the last good movie that he was in. Was it really In the Mouth of Madness? Is that it? Did that come out before or after Jurassic Park? I wonder. I'm sure someone's going to correct me on that one. Anyways, Daybreakers. The world is run by vampires. They are the dominant species. Sam Neill is kind of their figurehead because he owns the pharmaceutical company that farms all the existing humans for blood. Humans are running out. Blood is running out. Vampire civilization is on the brink of collapse. Ethan Hawke plays a head hematologist. Doesn't eat or drink human blood because of some moral ambiguity. For some reason, he's a vampire that hates being a vampire. Then again, if I were one of the wussy vampires in this movie, I would hate it too. It seems like the only advantage they have for being vampires is that they're immortal, and that's it. Sunlight burns them, causes them to combust like a Roman candle. It's great. After years of dealing with Twilight, seeing a movie that has vampires that ignite at the slightest touch of sunlight is good. They also don't really have any cool powers. They can't transform. They don't really have super senses or anything. They blow up whenever the humans hit them with a stake. It's pretty sad, really. It's a shame. We haven't had a decent vampire movie showing real full-powered, proud-to-be-a-vampire undead in years. And we need one. Desperately. I'm not even going to count Underworld 3 in that, because that was more of a werewolf movie than a vampire movie anyways. But Daybreakers, if you get a chance, rent it. Do not see it in the theater, unless you're like me and you believe in the circle theory, where a movie is so bad that while it starts out good up here, it becomes so bad so quickly it goes right around to the bottom. And then it stays so horribly bad that you can't help but be amused. And so it goes right back to the top. It becomes enjoyable again because it's just that horrible an experience. That was Daybreakers. So, that's about it for this week. Check out the blog, theblogofthunder.blogspot.com. When you get the chance, subscribe, rate, leave comments, whatever. I'll see you guys next week. As I try and find the stop button, and there it is.